Have you ever woke up with that heavy belly sensation, swelling, gases, as if your body were locked? You have tried everything, restricted diet, expensive probiotics, medicines, and nothing seems to solve? I know exactly how it is, because I also lived it. And let me tell you, what is destroying your gut is not what you think, but there is a much simpler solution than you think. Today, I will show you 7 shocking habits that turn your microbiota and cure your intestine in just 5 seconds. Yes, only 5 seconds. Small gestures capable of transforming your digestion, energy, and even your mood. Your gut will change in 5 seconds with it, and when you find out, you will realize that the cure was at your reach all the time. First, check it out if you have clicked the subscribe button. Imagine for a moment your belly is like a great city. Now visualize this city being invaded by tons of trash accumulated on the streets, rats running around the corners. The polluted air makes it difficult to breathe. Can you feel the weight, the discomfort, the feeling that something is not right? This image, however impactful as it may seem, is exactly what happens silently inside your gut when your microbiota is unbalanced. And the most surprising detail is that what is destroying your gut is not what you think. It's not just ultra-processed foods, sugar hidden in almost everything, or even that stressful routine that doesn't let you breathe. There is something much more subtle, almost invisible, which is corroding your intestinal health day after day, without you realizing it. But here is the turning point. Reversing this process can be incredibly faster and easier than it seems. You don't have to go through crazy diets, expensive supplements, or hours of sacrifice at the gym. The solution can literally take 5 seconds. That's right, 5 seconds that can determine if your gut will remain a battlefield or will become a vibrant, fertile garden where billions of beneficial bacteria work to your advantage, nourishing your health, strengthening your immunity, and even lightening your mind. Think to me. How many times have you felt swollen, tired, without energy, as if carrying an invisible weight? How many times have you believed it was just normal to live with gases, heartburn, gut, or too loose? For know that these signs are the relief requests of your microbiota. And the good news is that there are 7 simple, almost banal habits that you can adopt today, effortlessly, without mystery, and that directly feed this invisible community that lives within you. Want to transform your intestinal health for good? Download the 100% free ebook with practical, simple, and proven tips to balance your microbiota, eliminate inflammation, and recover your natural energy. Click the link set in the comments and get your free download now. But beware, for a limited time. These habits have the power to heal their gut at a deep level, returning vitality to your body in a matter of seconds. And I'm not talking about complicated or inaccessible solutions. I am talking about small daily choices that become powerful weapons against inflammation, against the imbalance, and against that feeling of always living on the edge of exhaustion. Just imagine the impact of this. Wake up lighter, feel digestion work without pain. have energy throughout the day, and realize your clearer mind, all because you have decided to invest a few seconds in the health of your microbiota. But beware. Make no mistake thinking that these habits are just well-being tips, like so many you've heard out there. What I will reveal here are practices that act as immediate triggers to balance the ecosystem of your intestine, turning it from a hostile and toxic place into a healthy environment that vibrates with each cell. These are subtle but extremely powerful adjustments that can radically change the way you feel and even how you see life. And before we dive into them, I need you to understand one thing. Your gut is not just a digestion organ. He is the true command center of your health. 90% of its immunity depends on it. Its production of essential neurotransmitters begins there, and even its mood is shaped by the state of its microbiota. That is, taking care of the gut is taking care of you at all levels: physical, mental, and emotional. This is why the 7 habits that I will share now are so valuable. They act as pieces of a puzzle that, when fitting, completely transform the inner scenario of your body. Each is a key that opens doors for more energy, less inflammation, and more balance. And the most intricate is ribal, that you do not have to wait months to see results. Just put it into practice, feel the difference, and understand how it all starts to flow naturally. Now, get ready, because in the next step, I will reveal the first of these habits, and you will be surprised at how simple it is, and at the same time, how much it can impact your intestinal health in just 5 seconds. And before I show you this first transforming habit, I need to open a quick parenthesis with you. If this theme makes sense to your life, if you have already realized how important it is to understand how your microbiota works and how small choices can cure your intestine in a few seconds, so I want you to be actively part of this journey. Leave a comment below telling me, what are the symptoms that most disturb your routine, which difficulties you face with the gut, or even if you have tried any strategy that didn't work out. Your experience can inspire other people who are going through the same problem and, at the same time, helps me create more and more targeted content to what you really need. And since you got here, don't forget to press the like button. This simple gesture shows YouTube that this content is valuable and makes it reach even more people who, like you, are looking for a healthier life and a balanced gut. And of course, subscribe to the channel right now and enable notifications, because upcoming videos will bring even deeper practical revelations and habits that can completely change your relationship with your health. Now that you know how important it is to be present, interact, and follow every detail of this series, let's dive together in the first of 7 habits that feed your microbiota and cure the gut in 5 seconds. For a long time, I believed that living with abdominal discomfort was just part of life. I woke up every day feeling that weight on my belly, gases that didn't make me comfortable anywhere, and a lack of energy that seemed to suck my motivation even before the day began. You may have gone through this too, that feeling that no matter what you do, your digestion never works well, your body is always inflamed, and fatigue has become your silent companion. For a long time, I accepted this as normal, as if it were the price of living in an accelerated hurry fast food and accumulated stress. But what I didn't know was that all these signs were shouts of my intestine, more specifically my microbiota, this invisible community of trillions of bacteria that lives within us and decides in silence if we will live with vitality or daily suffering. Want to transform your intestinal health for good? Download the 100% free ebook with practical, simple, and proven tips to balance your microbiota, eliminate inflammation, and recover your natural energy. Click the link set in the comments and get your free download now. But beware, for a limited time. And maybe you are recognizing yourself in these words right now. You may have gotten used to wake up swollen, to feel that your gut is stuck for days, or on the contrary, working in an unregulated manner. You may realize that your skin is more irritated, your immunity has fallen, and even your mood seems to get worse for no apparent reason. This is no chance. This is a direct reflection of how you care or ignored the health of your intestinal microbiota. That's exactly why I need you to continue here with me, because I want to show that there is a different way, a simple, fast path that can completely change the course of your health within seconds a day. I also believed that the only way to improve the intestine was to spend fortunes on fashion probiotics, following restrictive diets impossible to maintain, cut almost every food I liked or live due to rules that made no sense to my routine. And do you know what happened? Nothing worked for a long time. The effect was fleeting, tiredness came back, and frustration only increased. That's when I realized that the answer was not in wild solutions, but in small, daily, almost invisible adjustments that require less than 5 seconds to be applied. Yes, 5 seconds. This is the time you need to start changing the reality of your gut, feed your microbiota, and in breach, turn your health as a whole. You may be thinking, but what do you mean? 5 seconds can change something I have been suffering for years. And I understand your doubt, because I also doubted when I first heard it. However, when I started experimenting and applying these simple habits, I realized that it was not only possible, but the impact was immediate. These are not magic formulas, but intelligent choices that they spend the way the body really works. Microbiota reacts quickly when it receives the right stimulus, which is why these habits work so well. And here is an important break. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't have to live stuck in restrictive diets that only cause you anxiety. You don't have to give up your entire social life to have a healthy gut. What you need is consistency. Consistency and 7 habits that fit your routine naturally, lightly, and effortlessly. They are easy, practical, affordable, and best of all, anyone can start applying right now. It doesn't matter if you have little time, if your routine is busy, if you think you won't. These habits have been thought precisely for those who need quick solutions, but that bring real results. Think to me, if your gut is like a large community, your microbiota is the set of citizens who live there. When you offer good food, good practices, and a healthy environment, this community thrives, grows, strengthens your defenses, and transforms the gut into a fertile, clean, and energy-full place. But when you neglect, give it wrong fuel, or overload your body with stress and bad habits, this community collapses, like an abandoned city taken by trash and chaos. The choice between these two scenarios is literally in your hands, and it starts in less than 5 seconds. That's exactly why what I will share with you is so powerful now. These are habits that look banal at first glance, but have a deep impact on the regulation of intestinal flora, combating inflammation, digestive balance, and even the way your brain works. Yes, because you can't forget that bowel and brain are directly connected. When your microbiota is in harmony, your mind also gains clarity, your mood improves, and your productivity fires. You feel that your life flows better in every way. I want you to understand that we are talking here about real transformation, not surface solutions. It is about recovering the lightness. It is about feeling good in your own body. It is about returning to your intestines the strength it should always have. Imagine waking up in the morning without that discomfort, without puffing, without constant pain. Imagine going to work with energy, doing your activities with disposition, and even realizing that your skin becomes more beautiful and your stronger immunity. All of this starts when you decide to take care of your microbiota consciously and intelligently. And from here, I will start to reveal these 7 habits, one by one, so you can see how it is possible to take care of your gut in a natural, practical, and accessible way. But before you continue, I want you to do something. Think about the symptoms that most disturb your daily life, what you would like to get rid of once and for all. It can be swelling, gases, constipation, constant tiredness, bad mood, or even skin problems that seem to have no solution. I want you to have this clear in your mind, because as I explain every habit, you will be able to visualize how it connects directly to the problem you feel today. This will give you clarity and motivation to put into practice immediately. Want to transform your intestinal health for good? Download the 100% free ebook with practical, simple, and proven tips to balance your microbiota, eliminate inflammation, and recover your natural energy. Click the link set in the comments and get your free download now. But beware, for a limited time. And taking advantage of this moment, I want to ask you something special to further increase our interaction. When you finish watching this video, I want you to comment below a simple phrase: "My gut needs balance." This phrase will be our secret code, the way you show that you not only understood the power of microbiota, but is committed to taking the first step to this change. Also, I want you to share in the comments which symptom most bothers you today. This will create a support community where each person will realize that he is not alone in this fight, and this is critical to strengthening the engagement and motivation of us all. Of course, don't forget to leave your like, because when you click the like button, YouTube understands that this content is valuable and starts showing this video to more people who, like you, need to learn to feed your microbiota and heal the gut in just 5 seconds a day. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it right now, because I will keep revealing in the next few minutes each of these habits, and you won't want to lose any details. Now that you are with me on this journey, you are aware of the importance of microbiota and understood that you do not need of complicated methods or expensive solutions to transform your intestinal health. Get ready, because in the next step I will show you what is the first habit, the simplest of all, but it can be the trigger for a complete revolution in your intestine. You no longer need to believe that only those who have money to spend on expensive probiotics or those who live in almost impossible diets can gain a healthy gut. This is the biggest lie that told you. The truth is that there are 7 simple habits that they can be made in less than 5 seconds, and when you start applying them, you will feel as if you have given a complete reset to your intestinal health. Just imagine, instead of living in that feeling of swelling, discomfort, and lack of energy, you will experience a lighter body, a naturally flowing digestion, and your microbiota working as a silent army to your advantage. And for this transformation to happen, it all starts with the first habit, which is to drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up. It sounds banal, but water acts as the initial cleaning of your body, cleaning accumulated toxins at night and preparing the terrain so that your microbiota receives the right nutrients. But here is the detail. While water opens the way, The next habit is even more powerful because it involves the basis of all its diet. And before continuing, I want you to comment later below the phrase, "My gut thanks," because so I know you understand the importance of this practice and is ready to follow me on this journey. Want to transform your intestinal health for good? Download the 100% free ebook with practical, simple, and proven tips to balance your microbiota, eliminate inflammation, and recover your natural energy. Click the link set in the comments and get your free download now. But beware, for a limited time. If you have gotten here, it is because it really cares about your intestinal health and wants to turn your life from the inside out. So, I have a special request for you. First, you subscribe to the channel right now and activate the bell, because only then will you receive all the upcoming videos that will continue this healing and strengthening journey of your microbiota. Second, if you were firm and stayed with me until the end, comments down here the phrase, "I choose to take care of my gut," so I will know who is really part of this team committed to their own health. Of course, don't forget to leave your like, because it shows YouTube that this content is important and helps spread this message to more people who need this knowledge. Oh, and it's not leaving yet. The next video is already appearing here on the screen, and it will further deepen this theme. So click now and continue with me in this transformation.